Good morning, everybody. I hope everyone is staying safe, being healthy. I really enjoyed getting to read all of your responses, those of you that had a chance to do the trial article from last week. What we are going to be doing this week is we are going to try and get through the Great Depression in 2 weeks. Now, the Great Depression was something that really impacted our country, something like what we're going through today. And so it's going to be difficult, but I know we can do it. Now, what I am going to attach to Google Classroom through Newsela is 2 articles and a graph. One is President Hoover's response to the crisis that was going on to the country during the time. And one was how the crisis impacted the people. And so what I would like you to be thinking about while you're reading through those articles is what connections can you draw between what's going on today in our country and what happened during the Great Depression. The other thing that I would like you to be thinking about is the focus question that I'll be having you respond to after you read the articles. And that focus question is, in your opinion, what, if anything, does the government owe its citizens in an economic crisis? Now, I also want you to remember the 5 causes of the Great Depression that we talked about before school was let out. The first one was the agricultural overproduction that happened during World War I and then bled into the drop in prices for farmers after World War I. The second thing is the drought that was going on in the Midwest during the 1920s and 30s, and it became known as the Dust Bowl. The third thing is, yes, you guessed it, the stock market crash, the thing that most people think of as the cause of the Great Depression. The fourth thing is using gold to back up money, otherwise known as the gold standard. And then finally, the fifth thing is the increased tariffs or the increased taxes on imports and exports, which really decreased trade between the United States and foreign countries. So remember those things also as you're reading through these articles. Now, once you've read through the articles and you have all this stuff going on in your brain, the next thing I'd like you to do is go over to Google Classroom. And again, that focus question, which I'll repeat it for you, is, in your opinion, what, if anything, does the government owe its citizens in an economic crisis? So head over to Google Classroom and answer that question. Now, in a couple of days, what I'd like you to do is then head back to Google Classroom and respond to one of your classmates. And that way we can get a discussion going. So, I watched a program yesterday and I heard a quote that really touched me. And hopefully it will bring some comfort to you as well. And the quote was, "In times of crisis, there will always be a beginning, a middle, and an end." I miss you. I miss seeing you every day. And I hope that you are doing well. Have a wonderful rest of your week. I look forward to interacting with you. And I will talk with you again next week.